Joe read no left.
Put that coffee down. Baby, you are so money and you don't even know it.
Welcome to the tribe.
So do you think we could fit back into this ecosystem, or do you think, some of us just need to be eliminated? It sounds like dreary, but do you think that, there has to be this incredible reduction in population? Is that is that something that almost seems inevitable? Or do you think with 7 billion people on the planet we can still make this thing work?
It's really tough to say. I can't really say with any certainty whether or not that's true. But I do know this. We make more than enough food for everybody now. Plenty. So much food.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, much of it goes to waste. And we have a lot of resources available for everyone to live quite well. What we don't have is the resources available for everyone to have a car, everyone to have a bunch of fancy electronic gizmos, and a whole lot of fancy stuff that we in the Western world have come to take for granted as part of consumer culture.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think there's room for everybody, but we're not all going to get to live like Americans. In fact, all of us can live quite sustainably if we're not living like Americans.
Right.
And
so as Americans, we can't live like Americans.
No, and the rest of the world is trying to live like Americans, and that's part of the problem.
Right.
And really, all of us need to pare back. And I mean, it's a consumer culture that's really killing us because it's just extractive. We're always sucking something out of the planet, using it up, and leaving it as waste. And that's what's creating the disequilibrium. And that's what to say there's individuals here in this country that are living quite sustainably. There's, homesteaders and other people who are doing their best to get out of consumer culture and to be more self-sustaining and to live in communities that are more self-sustaining and are looking for things that are valuable for their quality rather than their quantity. And, that's great, but we need to do this sort of across the board at this point. We can't keep burning oil and expect this to go on indefinitely. Or we very possibly could see, and this would be so tragic, a massive paring down of the population by virtue of natural disaster, famine, and drought. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
It's already happening in some parts of the world.
Right.
So it's really, it's incumbent upon us to change before we are made to change.
Right. So you think that, does everyone have to be a homesteader? Does everyone have to grow their own food, be local, get everything locally? Does everyone have to, be barefoot and smell like essential oils? Do we all need to be hippies? So what? Is there middle ground, or do each of us have to make some pretty drastic changes?
Joe, I don't know where the middle ground is going to end up lying, but I do know that some drastic changes need to be made. I don't think we all need to smell like patchouli.
Not that I mind that necessarily, but.
And we certainly don't all need to be homesteaders in the sense that we have this little plot of land out in the country.